everyone, Chef Shaquay here from the Sylvia Center, a nonprofit that specializes in the hands-on food and nutrition education for young people of New York City and Columbia County. Today we are making a salad using zucchini. It is now zucchini season, so we're going to be making a raw salad. We're not cooking this, and adding some other veggies and making a cashew dressing to go with it. So let's wash our hands and let's get started. First, let's talk about our ingredients. For the salad, we have zucchini, bell pepper, some radishes, carrot, and a mixture of mint and fresh basil. For the dressing, we have, of course, our cashews, lime, ginger, salt, black pepper, sesame oil, soy sauce, and agave. And if you don't have agave, you can use honey or maple syrup, water, and vegetable oil. For equipment, we have, of course, our cutting board, a knife, a bowl for mixing, my blender cup because I'm going to use my magic bullet, but you could use a blender, no problem, a peeler for our carrots, and I have a noodler or zoodler for our zucchini noodles. Now, if you don't have one of these, I'll show you how to make noodles just using your peeler. Okay, so we have our cashews and cracked black pepper in our blending cup because we're going to start making the dressing first. In my measuring cup, I have the water, the vegetable oil, the agave. Remember, if you don't have agave, you could definitely use honey or maple syrup, the soy sauce or tamari, and the sesame oil. So I'm just going to add the juice of 1 lime. And you could like scrape off some of the pulp too. And then to our cup, we're going to add half of a garlic clove that I'm just going to cut up. And remember, this is going to be blended, so it doesn't have to be, diced small. And our ginger. I'm just going to do a couple little slices. Throw that in there. If you're a big ginger fan like I am, you could add a little bit more. And now, so we have all of our ingredients for our dressing. I'm just gonna pour that in. And now we're just gonna blend this until smooth. So here's the dressing. It's nice and creamy. The nuts pulverized lends this to make like a nice silky dressing. So now we're gonna set this to the side and prep our veggies for the salad. Now it's time to compose our salad. So I cut off the ends of our zucchini, and using our peeler, I peeled the carrots. So for the carrots, you can grate them, but I like making little ribbons with the peeler. So you just do that motion and you have your ribbons, and it could go right into your mixing bowl. So I'm just gonna have ribbons for the carrots, and then I'll show you how we make the noodles with the zucchini. So next we're going to prepare our red pepper. Now what I do, just cut the top, and you could just scoop out the seeds. And we're gonna make this into like a julienne, so make it into strips. So just make sure your hand is on top to take out the membrane. Make sure there's no seeds. And then we can start slicing. And this could go directly into our bowl. Next, we're going to prepare radishes. So these radishes I had, and like depending on your likes and dislikes, you could just sub out whatever vegetables that you have. It doesn't have to be these as long as you have the zucchini. So these I'm just gonna cut off the ends and just slice them and then put them in our bowl. Now it's zucchini time. So I have this zoodler, and what I like to do is to cut it in chunks because you don't want it the whole length because you're gonna have really long noodles. And I just put it there, and this has teeth to grip the other end of the vegetable. Push it down and just start twisting. And then this is what comes out the bottom, the noodles. And at the end of this, I'll give this another chop because as you can see how long these noodles are. And that's it. Chop, done. Now for those who do not have a spiralizer, zoodler, whatever the term is these days, we could make the noodles in the same way we did the carrots, just using our peeler. So with that, I'll cut it probably the length of the noodle and cut it in half, and then I'll just use my peeler to make noodles. And then you have your noodles like this, and you can make them longer, shorter, however you prefer. We have our zucchini all noodled up in the bowl. Now it's the time to add our fresh herbs. So only do this if you're going to serve immediately. If this salad is going to be served in a couple of hours, I would wait at this point, wrap this up in plastic wrap, hold it in the refrigerator, and then when it's right before serving time, chop up your herbs, add them to your salad, and then toss with the dressing. So we have our basil and our mint, and I'm just stack the leaves up together, and I'm just gonna do a rough chiffonade. So it's like a eighth of an inch thick, so like ribbons. And we're gonna put that directly in our bowl. And now it's time to dress the salad. Okay, so what we're just gonna do is gonna lightly season, because remember all of these veggies are raw, there's no flavor, so we're just gonna add a touch of cracked black pepper and a pinch of salt. Okay, now we're gonna add in some of our dressing. And toss. See all the colors. Now I like to add like a little bit of at a time because you don't want your vegetables drowning in dressing. You just want like a nice slight toss and a light coating of the dressing. But I think this needs just a touch more. So add a little bit more. I think that's it. Now it's time to plate. Here's the salad all bowled up. I added a little bit more basil and mint just to the top, and because this has sesame oil in it, I'm gonna just sprinkle a little bit of sesame seeds for a little crunch. It's optional. And now let's try it. Okay, now let's try. Mmm. This is really it's so good. It's really good with the dressing and the basil and the mint and all of the vegetables together. It's really, really, really delicious. Thank you so much for joining me today and watching this video making our zucchini noodle salad with cashew dressing. To see more videos like this, as well as recipes, community resources, and activities, be sure to check out www.sylviacenter.org. Make sure you like and share this video, and remember to keep cooking and stay healthy. Bye. I'm going to enjoy this right now.